That was really loud. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Wow, I shouldn't have done that. That probably killed everybody who has earbuds in. Oh, my microphone's way over here. Hello. Can you see me and hear me? I like this chat better. Don't forget to hit the like. Hello. Can you see me and hear me? Is everything okay? Okay. I'm on a laptop and this is like, hold on, I got to get the thing right here. Very small. Very small. How is everybody? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I saw Justin in the chat. Justin was very excited when he heard about this live stream. I don't know why, because we're just going to be making lasagna, right? This is just a stream about making lasagna, right? No, it's not. So, hello to everybody. Yeah, we're going to make lasagna. It's going to be great. Justin and I are making lasagna today. No. So let me turn my music down. I have music on, it's really loud. So one sec, let me turn my music down. It's way too loud. Even though that's a really great song. All right. What a few weeks it's been. What a wonderful week it's been. What a wonderful week. Is your mother-in-law making lasagna? You know, I make really great stuffed shells. My family calls, well, I can't say what my family calls them because, well, I just can't now because I can't. But I make really, that was pretty, probably have no idea what I meant by that. But I make really great stuffed shells. They're amazing. But I don't have a recipe. I just I'm one of those throw stuff in and taste. So Justin, do you want to, well, first I'll give the rules. I don't think there's really anybody in here, but so I don't say hi to everybody individually because I hate when people do that. It takes a lot of time and it's kind of antagonizing and boring. So hello to everybody. And today we're going to talk about Toxic Tony and her little mouth because she's been going on and on and on about some crazy conspiracy theory about money and pretty and I don't even know what for 6 flipping weeks. 6 flipping weeks. I have heard, and I don't even know where it started. Justin and I will try and figure that out because I really can't pinpoint how it started. But anyway, so open chat. You're not going to get blocked for saying an opinion. You can say an opinion. You can say an opinion that isn't my opinion. You can say you don't like me. I don't care. Don't be vile. Don't be a phobe. Don't be hateful. As long as you're not racist, phobic, hateful, you're good. You can talk. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. But don't be rude. As long as we can have an adult conversation, that's all I want. Well, if we can have an adult conversation, no matter what it's about, no matter who agrees or disagrees, it's good in this chat. And I actually do it. I'm not going to just say that bullshit because I hear people who say that and then you say something and they're like, oh my God, could you have an opinion? Time you out. So that's what we do. Those are the rules. I'm going to give a link and Justin can come up. I gotta, hold on one sec here. Hold on. All right. Okay. I see some people in the chat. So while we'll let everybody kind of get situated and like mosey on in, but yeah, we're not going to be making lasagna. We're going to be talking about that specifically, but we're also going to be talking about just the concept of what goes too far. What are you allowed to say about people? Like, what can you say? What can't you say? Like, what's too much? Oh, I see someone in the backstage.
Hi. How's it going?
You're so quiet. Am I too loud?
I'm quiet.
Oh, there you go.
Is that better?
No, now you're good. I'm gonna actually turn my music all the way down. Hold on.
Hi, guys. Yeah, her behavior's been something. Like, I don't
All right,
really
and I'm gonna turn
watch
my
her,
fan off.
but people
You know what
send me
happens when you get
clips.
older? When there's background noise, I can't hear things. Like if there's a fan, I can't hear my kids talk. I have a lot of problem with background noise, and that happens when you get older. Just saying.
Well, to me, it's like I can't concentrate when there's something else in the back. I don't.
I
That's
can't
just
hear
me.
when I chew. Like if I'm chewing, I can't hear and chew at the same time.
Really?
Really, I can't hear and chew at the same time.
That's
If I'm
funny.
chewing at the dinner table and someone's talking, they have to repeat it or wait till I stop chewing. I can't hear and chew. It's like you can't walk and chew gum. I can't hear and
Right.
chew at the same time. I don't know. It's only happened in the last year or so.
Oh my
I don't know. So
God.
how did this even start? I really don't remember.
Your guess
Remember
is
that
as good as mine, to be honest with you. I mean, I think she just kind of started on us one day and hasn't stopped, hasn't looked back.
I was trying to remember, like this morning I was thinking, and I remember she talked about me on the 3rd, and that's when I sent her the email that she misconstrued. But she talked a little bit, but I remember that one morning you texted me and you said, "Are you listening?" And I said, "What?" And you said, "It's bad." And that was the day that she had that live stream. And that was like the first time it was like Queen OG and Justin, Queen OG and Justin. And that was the live stream that then it went to Purple's and like it went on to everybody's. And that was the one that got struck and got taken down. And I think that was like the 9th or the 10th. But I don't remember what set it off. Like what set it off? Like I don't remember what set it off.
Something in her mind, which, that's anybody's guess how that works. But
Wow. Like I don't remember, like was there an I was trying to think like
well,
what made it start?
today we're going to be returning her nose because it's been in our business.
It's been up my ass for a while.
Right.
And I'm tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like really tired of it. Like she goes off that I'm skinny. Like if I went off and started saying she's obese, that would not be okay. That's not
Mm-hmm.
socially okay. Why is it socially okay to rag on me? Because I'm not skinny. I'm a normal weight. But like, why is it okay to rag on me? But it's what
It's
I
not.
mean. Like there is a societal difference that
It
you
is.
are an attractive person. It's okay to rag on your looks, but it's not okay to rag on someone's looks who maybe really is far down there. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like that's something else I want to discuss, but I definitely want to give her back her nose because it has been up my ass and it's been really irritating.
Yeah, I mean, she can be talking about going to Sunday school, and then it's like, so I went to Sunday school this morning and, I was in church and then, Queen OG and Justin, it's like, I mean, she makes these things at just random times and you're like, you're making no sense. Like, what are you taking?
I don't know. She's like, I said in my video, she's like, someone dropped a junk drawer on a trampoline. That's her mind. It's just like during all the monkey stuff. I mean, that really bugged me. Like the day that Brandy found out, she's on there and out of nowhere. Like I literally tuned in. I was like, okay, I want to know what's going on
Mm-hmm.
because they had dug the one day, they were coming back the next day. I wanted to know what's going on. Turned on Purples, and the first thing I heard was, oh, that OG bitch. That's the first thing I heard, that OG bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck.
Well, the other day, maybe it was I don't even know what the days are, 2 or 3 days ago, um, Purple went live and she's like, and to get the real truth or something like that, regarding monkeys and stuff. And then she brought up my name. Purple brought up my name and someone told me. So I went over there. Like I never go to her chat room hardly ever. And uh, I went in chat and I was like, so clear it up for me then, or something. I don't even remember what I said really, but it was something I would say to that effect. And of course, Miss Toxic is on there, and she has no idea of what de-escalation is. She fires everything up. It's like 0 to 60. It's just like, and then she's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about you, and and all of this stuff. And I'm thinking, like, I live stream almost that entire day. It's probably the longest day as far as like live streaming I've ever done. And uh, I just couldn't believe that, Brandy is going through all of this, and that's kind of like her home base, so to say, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, they're all up there, like, just cussing and carrying on and attacking me and everything. And I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just out of here. Because
I mean,
they don't know how to talk in a rational uh adult way.
adult. Yep.
They have no idea of that concept there. They
And
don't.
they don't realize how bad. And I'm really shocked that Brandy puts up with it. Although I saw many times that she kept saying, I really just want everyone to get along for Monkey. I'd really like everyone to be okay with each other for Monkey. And I think that's her subliminal message. But, imagine for her, like this is her home base, right? Like you said,
Mhm.
that you're setting up for her, but you're creating a toxic environment. It's it's a toxic environment. Like if I'm going through grieving, the last thing I want to hear is other people fighting with each other. I
Right.
don't want to hear anger because you know what? You're lucky to be alive to be able to fight. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
why are you yelling at each other? Glad you get that courtesy to do that. But yeah, I mean, so I went back and I listened, and it started with like you and Molly, and you guys are so plastic. And then it goes on to me, and I don't know what money conspiracy she's got going on in her head.
It's something. It's constantly about the way we look. I understand I am a lot different than the most standard guy. I get that. You don't have to tell me, and I'm very happy with who I am. So, you know, that's fine. I mean, it is what it is.
But you
But
never make it that I want everyone to be jealous. Like, you know what I mean? That's not and
I've
that's not who
never
I am either.
I have never said anything to this woman as far as, oh, I'm good looking and all of this stuff to you, and I get Botox and uh, you know, and all of this. Like, it's, why do people have to, like, always go at somebody for if they share, like, that they try to take good care of themselves, or that they get Botox, or whatever. It is what it is. It's 20, almost 2023. It's just part of
Well, and
maintenance,
why does
upkeep,
that
oil
make
change.
what I don't like is that perception of, and because you do it, you must not be okay with yourself. Like if
Right.
you do something, you must not like yourself. You're not okay with yourself. You don't like your flaws. I mean, that's not how it goes. I mean,
Mm.
I'm sure there are some people
Of
who
course.
dislike themselves on the inside and thus try and hide the outside, but the majority people who do a little work here and there, that's not who they are. And any plastic surgeon worth his salt, that's you. I mean,
Right.
I remember before I had my boobs done, like they talk to you why you're doing that. They make sure it's not for the wrong reasons. And a good surgeon won't do anything to you if it's for the wrong
Right.
reasons. And most people are just like, it's the same as, do you do your hair? Do you do your makeup? Do you pick out clothes that make your body look better? I
Right.
mean, we all do things to make us look better. It's the same thing. Like, hey, I'm
Like,
50, my jowls are going. Maybe let me
mhm.
get a little filler. I was anorexic. I was 89 pounds at one point. My butt came back and my boobs didn't. Clothes didn't fit so good. I treated myself to a boob job.
Right.
Big deal. I mean, why is that? Like, I don't
It's like,
understand
to me,
why
it's
that
like
has
getting your
to be.
tires rotated, your oil changed. I mean, for
Like,
me, it is. But um,
and to
it's just
each their
about
own.
being. Of course, of
Like, trust me,
course.
honey, when she gets to be 50, she might change her mind.
Like, I don't care what any of people around me looks like. If they're happy with themselves, that's the only thing. If you're happy with not doing anything, not wearing makeup, wearing a ball cap every day, or not having time to do it, I get it all. But I'm not going to like shame you for it,
Right.
you know.
That's it. Why the shaming? Why the shaming? And then it's like backwards shaming too. Like, you are, let's just face it, you're an above average looking human. You were blessed with some good looks. I
Oh,
was too. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that to be conceited, but it's the fact of the matter. So why is it okay to then go after someone who is, more good looking on the scale than less? But, it's like this, it's like you can go after Kim Kardashian. It's okay because she's rich or whatever, but
mhm.
you can't go after the homeless person,
Well,
and I'm not trying to, what I'm trying to say?
maybe as society standards, but some people may think that I'm really, I'm not attractive. Like, I guess it depends on what you mean by attractive, to be honest with you. I
Well, in
mean,
American standards, we are more on the lines of attractive. By some country standards, we are
I
not.
don't know.
But American
I feel
standards,
weird saying
we
that,
are.
but I really feel weird saying that.
I know it does sound weird, but I do
Mhm.
feel that I could not make fun of an obese person the way she makes fun of me for being skinny. I mean, maybe
Right,
that's an easier way to talk about it, go about weight. Like,
right.
why can she, like, she's called me a skinny, nasty bitch. She said I must have an STD and that's why I'm so skinny. Like, if I went
Oh,
after her and said
wow.
she's fat, wouldn't work. I'd get balled for it.
Yes, yes.
And that's kind of our society thing. Like, it's like, well, you're skinny and that's what you're supposed to be, so you can handle it. Like, there's nothing wrong with you, so you can handle it. I think that maybe that's what it is.
Hmm.
Like, you don't really have a problem, so you can handle it,
Well, I've
you
been
know?
very skinny, very, very skinny, and I have been chunky like I am now. And, it is what it is. Life happens and things change.
But as long as you're happy, and that's the thing. Like, I don't get my self-esteem from YouTube. I don't.
No,
If I
God, no.
did, I'd be in a corner because I have literally heard for the last 6 weeks how horrible I am. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know many people who could hear the things that like we've heard about her. I mean, I literally have someone, I mean, a lot of people watch the video, and if you haven't seen my video, everyone likes the bowl of water with a fork. Everyone
I
really likes
told
the
you
bowl
that,
of water.
didn't I? I
Everyone likes the
texted you
bowl of
yesterday
water.
and I was like, I like that bowl of water with a fork.
Eat a
So
bowl of
that was a
water with
good
a
one.
fork. Every once in a while, I have another one that I'm not going to say, but I think it's, but every once in a while I have a stroke of genius, I think, but I don't know. Now I forget what I was going to say. See, that's what happens when you're 52. Oh, but I mean, I don't think people realized how bad the things she said were
Mm,
until my video, because a
right.
lot of people just were kind of like, oh, oh, oh. And then when they heard it, I got a lot of, oh my God, she really does talk like that. Yes, she really does talk like that about all of us. It's really bad, the things she says. She's vile. She's
She's very
toxic.
vile.
I mean,
In fact, I think out of anyone in that group, I think she talks the worst, like as far as being up on camera and the manner and the ways that she talks personally.
well, I've heard her say that she is, Robin, this is not the time. I just saw your comment. This is not the time for like, let's woe on anybody. Okay. I don't want that in my chat. So please just, that's a conversation for somewhere else, not here. So please don't do that. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say. All right. Moving right along. But she has said that she was in prison or something, wasn't she? Like, I've heard her say how like she's really proud of it, like how she kicks people's asses and she's a tough girl. Like, I think she's
Hmm.
proud, like she's gangster or something with those words. Like, she can swear a lot. Like, ooh, I swear. Ooh, like, I think that's something she's proud of, which
I
I wouldn't
I
be
didn't
proud
know
of
that.
talking that way. Like, have you ever heard her say that? She was in
Nah,
jail or
which I
prison or
don't
something?
really, to be honest, I don't really watch her that much unless people are sending me clips
Well,
and
I've had to get all those clips. Do you know how not fun that was?
oh my God. No, I can't imagine.
No, it was, well, one, it was not fun just having to listen to it because it's not the thing I would normally listen to. That's not exactly the live stream that I would go to and listen to that. Like, I don't like that kind of stuff, but especially like going for it to hear horrible things about yourself, like that was not, which is why I say if like creators got their self-esteem from YouTube, we'd all be
Oh
fucked.
my God.
Because I
Yes.
literally for that video, which is why I have enough stuff for probably at least two more. I had to watch hours and hours of videos to hear horrible things about myself. Oh, you're a whore. Is she a whore? Oh, she's a whore. You can't. I mean, I had to listen to probably a
She
good
says
like
you're a
30
whore.
hours.
Oh, that's right. She
What?
does call you a whore, doesn't she?
She does call me a whore. She's not sure if I am, but she's gonna call me one anyway. But I don't think I am. You know, I never
Well,
really
the
was. I was
only
always like a
tell her
girlfriend
the
kind of
only
person.
chance of her getting laid is to crawl up a chicken's ass and wait. So
Exactly. It's probably true. Well, I don't know. She's too knotted off to really. I mean, I hate to say that, but I mean,
she needs, like, if you're, in my opinion, doctors can over medicate you, if they don't know your the right milligram and that you're taking. And clearly when you are on medication, uh I can comfortably say that you should not be nodding off.
no, no. I don't think, unless you're taking a sleep medication, I don't think your medication should be strong enough that you cannot be awake. She tells everyone to hop on a dick. That's Purple's favorite thing too. Hop on a
Yes.
dick, get
Yes.
slapped in the face. Like, what is up with these girls and dicks, man?
It's
It's
something
all
about
about
a
the dick.
cactus or something.
Yeah, the cactus too. Like, what is up with that? It's so like blah. But I mean, you should not be nodding off on your medication. Like even if you have anxiety medication, you should have it to just not be anxious. You should not have it so you pass out. So if you're doing that, either the doctor is giving you too much or you're taking too much.
Right.
So I don't know what it is, but I would hope that if I was in that space, that my husband would not let me online.
Oh
And I
my
know that
God.
they've taken a lot of the videos away, which I have them recorded, but I won't show them because I would not want them shown either. But I mean, I have like, this is the horrible part. This is why like maybe someone should get her help. Like, I have one video of her and she says, "Oh, Queen OG's on," and she goes to it, and you hear me talking, and she sits there, and then she mutes, and you see her like looking at the screen, just at her laptop, just like for like 5 minutes, and then
Really?
she tosses the laptop, and then her husband comes in, and then she sits back up and writes herself, and then she unmutes and is like, "Oh, sorry, I'm back," and it's like, you were watching me, and that was like, she was literally just like, it was the creepiest thing I've ever seen. And then after that, she tried to eat a sandwich and put it in her cheek. She was so like, "Hi." Like, that's not, you should not be that way. Like, that's not how medication should work, that you're trying to. And then she was like, because she was so stoned. And on Monkey's thing, you can tell she's high. Like, I would not want someone like that on my panel. I would not want that look. You got
Right.
Frank and then you got her. Got Deedle Doodle over there. Zoned and toned over. You got one on the toot and one on the, nodding off. Full
Wow.
spectrum drug alert.
Yes, seriously. I mean,
I,
doesn't
I mean,
medication come with a warning label? And
yes, but they don't read it, apparently. I mean, wait, what did she say? I wouldn't want to underestimate her. Did you see that? You
under
underestimated me in the video. When
underestimate.
she's like, "You underestimated me. I'm more intelligent." From the video. If anybody hasn't watched the video, go watch the video. You
Oh
saw
my
the video.
God.
It's after the fork. It's at the end when she's
Oh,
before,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
she says,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you. Yes, yes.
you underestimated me. You're thinking she's more intelligent than I thought, and I'm thinking, no, that's not what I thought at all. Really, I didn't think that at all. I
And
mean, I
she
didn't think
said
that.
something after that too. She's like, I would have ran for public office or something like that.
Oh yeah, you told me to find that. I'll find it, but no, she should not run for public. You have to be awake a lot to be in office. Like you never sleep when you're in office. Presidents get like 4 hours of sleep a night, and they have to be like on par because they might have to hit the button. So you can't be all like, you want to hit the button, start a war. That would not be a good president. Do you want to end welfare? Do you want to go to war?
America, today we are.
We're going to send troops to, and then you say the wrong country, send war to the wrong. I mean, no, I don't think she's going to run for office anytime soon. That would not be good. But she's going after everybody. I mean, she just mostly goes after us. But I really wish I could remember what there had to be something that really pumped it up. Because I remember she's like, I feel like something happened and then it was just like Queen OG and Justin. She just started off like, but I don't remember what it.
Oh, I
What it.
think it was after the Hopi thing.
But I remember it was on the 9th, and that's way after the Hopi thing. The Hopi thing, we lost our wrenches. It was because because I have to make videos about this, so I have to write it all down. Unfortunately, like you guys, it took me 3 days to make that stupid video. I mean, you got to watch it all, you got to plan it out, and I'm a perfectionist. So like I write down what it's going to be, and then I change it like 5 times. Like, oh, this would be better. This would be better. This would be better. But we lost our wrenches. That was the 23rd. That was a long time after.
Of when?
The 23rd of September.
Oh.
So that
Almost
was
2
a
months.
long time before. The Betty Ford Clinic might be a good place for her. Maybe. Maybe. You know what she says a lot? That she's wearing like 3-day-old makeup.
I believe it.
She comes on, she's like, this makeup was, she came on like on November 1st, and she's like, this makeup is from Halloween. Not something you should really point out to people.
Listen,
I don't think.
even if it is, don't tell anybody that.
Exactly. Some
Don't.
day-old makeup looks good. I have to say, I've done it myself,
Sure.
but
Sure.
that was in my 20s. I don't think it would come off as good now, but I mean, sometimes that does work, but you probably shouldn't say that you're doing that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think part of it, someone just said she has the wrong people in her ears. I do think part of it is that she's getting gaslit by Purple and Heidi. I think that's a big part of it.
Absolutely. I think she gets the attention that she kind of wants, from.
She does. And I think they're also happy with it and they weaponize her. Because there was one video that I went through, and she's asking Purple all these questions, and she's like, she made videos about you, right? And Purple says, yes. I've never made a video. Like, go look. Did I ever roast Purple? Did I ever make a video about Purple? No. She thought I did. She thought that one Fart to Drama one was about her, and it wasn't. But like, it says yup. And she says, she emailed you too, right? And Purple's like, yeah. I've never emailed Purple. Like Purple's a speck on my shoe. I care about Purple. But Purple said, like, answers her yes to all these things. So like people are clearly like setting her up.
So she has very weird titles too. On like her videos and stuff. It's like, I do pedicures on camel toes kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just the stupidest thing.
Well, she had one. Was it one about Magpie? She had one about buying pies. Magpie, did that end up being about you? I need to take my boots off. Oh, my feet are getting sweaty. I hate wearing boots. See, that's another thing. When you get older, you sweat in weird places. You stop sweating in some places and you start sweating in other places. My feet you can get Botox in your feet. Speaking of Botox, you can get Botox in your feet and your armpits for sweating. I actually might do that. I've never had Botox in my face, but I might get it in my feet and my armpits. for
You
sweating.
can
So
always
there you
tell
go,
when some.
Tony.
Let me tell you how you can usually tell how someone has Botox. See this? See when I do this? Like around
Yeah,
here, it'll wrinkle when you raise your head, but this won't.
yeah. See, I got filler for my jowls.
Mm.
I will admit to that. But it was filler, it wasn't Botox. Because I don't really see I can like,
I've never tried Lumi. A lot of people use
but
that.
I got is that I forget, is that the fill I forget what I
Well,
just went in and I was like, I need some help.
Lumi.
I just said, I need some help. And I said, I got some jowls and I need some help. Do what you want and I'll pay you at the end. And she said, she's like, you don't need Botox. She's like, I wouldn't do Botox. And she put like filler, but I thought she would do it here, but she did it on my cheeks to lift up.
Yeah,
That's what they do. See,
makes it
look how much,
tighter.
see, this isn't because I hate myself, but look how much better and younger you get when you do that. Look at
Yes.
that. Now I'm 30.
That's why a
See?
lot of people
And why
get
wouldn't I do
cheek
that?
implants. That's why a lot of people do the cheek implants now because it pulls everything up.
See, I don't know.
It's good scaffolding.
I'm scared to do. I don't think I would ever do a facelift or something really with my face because I have a fear of like not be like your face is who you are. If you do too much to your face, you're not who you are. So I don't know if I would ever like do anything that really cuts into my face, but who knows? If in 10 years the whole thing falls apart up here and I got the money, I might do it. But
Mm.
like for now, I'm all cool with the filler thing. But fillers go away. That's the only problem. You have to keep doing them, but
Yes, but
whatever.
like I may when I'm a lot older, but I'm also afraid
Yeah,
of.
you're like are you still in your 30s? I think you're in
Yeah,
your 30s,
yeah,
aren't you?
yeah.
You're young. You're
Well, what I'm saying, like I may do it later, but I'm also afraid like you see some people that has really bad plastic surgery and is really tight, you know?
Well, did you see that day when she held
Like
up the cat lady picture next to me? You know, the cat lady who's the one who she was the
yes, she had way too much plastic surgery.
yes, she looks like a but she held that picture up next to me. I'm like, girl, I've never done I had some filler in my like I've never done anything to my face. Like I don't consider filler doing something to your face either. It's like smoking pot. It's not a drug. Like
Right.
filler isn't plastic surgery.
No,
Like
no,
I don't consider Botox plastic surgery.
no.
It's like smoking pot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you go in and you get a little it's fine. But I mean, when I was in my 30s, I said I would never do anything to my face, anything. And then about 2 years ago, I was like, that, that one, get
Yeah.
the skin
Well, we change as
because
we grow and evolve and age.
well, I mean, if you if you can, why wouldn't you? She did title something with a bird, and I think it was about magpie. I just looked at chat for a second. She had a title that was about a bird, and I thought, oh yeah, Peaches, you're gonna get yelled at. Yeah, she yelled at Peaches too for coming in here, which I thought was horrible.
I
Like one day she'll
know.
say
I
anything
felt
to
so bad
anyone.
for her like that because Peaches, she doesn't bother anybody. Like she's not mean to anybody.
Oh, she's sweet. She's sweet as
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like she's perfectly fine to everybody.
and and why she says on one hand like and Purple does that too. I heard her because so Tony talks in two places. See, and it's horrible. Now I have to watch all this crap. I'm trying to open a soda. My nails are too long. She talks in her lives, and then she goes on to Purple's at nights, and she talks a lot there because she's really high at that point. But Purple's one of those too that she says, "Oh, I have an open panel, and anybody's welcome here, unless you're me.
Right.
I'm not welcome there, or unless you say an opinion that she doesn't like, then you're not welcome there either." But it's like and Tootie does that too. Oh, anybody can go anywhere. And that might be another video. She's like, you guys can do anything you want. And then she says, like, unless you can't go into Queen OG's or Justin's.
Right.
You can just go
Um,
anywhere you want.
Hakuna says Peaches heads up. People are watching and reporting back. You're not doing anything wrong though. That's right. You're
I
not.
think she just knows. She knows she's gonna get in a world of shit for this.
You're
But you know
always
what?
welcome with us, Peaches.
Yeah. I mean, Peaches deserves to know that people don't always act like what she sees over there. Like that's not really how the majority
Well,
of people work.
and they're not, and other people aren't the perception of what someone says about you
Yeah.
as well.
I believe you should never judge someone on someone else's opinion
Absolutely.
because maybe those two people don't get along because of something in them, but they might be your best friend. You never know. I got to blow my nose, so I'm going to mute here for a
You're
second.
fine. You're fine. Thanks, guys. I joke, and that's normally, yeah. You don't do anything wrong, Peaches. I've never seen you do anything wrong. You're always welcome in our chat rooms and over at the tavern, and of course my chat room and here and any other creators, I'm sure.
I mean, Peaches, you should know that you will probably get yelled at for this, but you should know that you are a sweet girl. And I've never seen you do anything wrong. And you are welcome anywhere because you are a nice person. And I thought I was friends with Toni, which is why I first emailed her, which she's also mad at me because she thinks I said some things in an email that I didn't say. But I
She
emailed
made it
her
up in her
because she
head.
trashed me. And I was shocked. I was kind of like, hey, why are you talking about me like that? I thought we were cool. But she turned that all around into something, something. But I think she got gaslit on that. But I mean, Peaches, people don't normally act like that. So come to normal places and see how people really are.
It's crazy. It is just insanity. Like I went to, you know, several months ago, there was someone went after Toni in a very bad way, way under, way under the belt, in my opinion. And I really took up for her.
When was that?
It was several months ago. Whenever someone was going after her,
I missed that.
I'll put it in private chat.
Okay. I don't normally watch her. Like I think I just happened to be watching that day. And I think I typed one thing in for Amy Wilson Dallas, and then I don't know. She started going off on me about Hopi or like because I think Hopi came in after I was in there. I don't know. Oh, I know that. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
I was for some reason I don't think of that as like a person. Like I think of that as Satan coming back to like
gotcha.
reincarnate or something. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, we all took up for her on that. I mean,
yeah,
no one, the things that Toni has been through, which is why it's been literally almost 6 weeks. I mean, this started like on the 3rd, and it's the 16th. I mean, that's why I didn't say anything for so long because right when she started talking about us was I think the birthday of her son, and she was very upset for that, and rightfully so.
sure,
And
of
so at
course.
first it was like maybe she's going after us because displaced anger, she's upset and just kind of raging on us, like, okay, fine, but
Yeah,
if that's
that's
so,
fine.
you'll
That's
stop.
fine. I don't care if it's something like that, but then it's just the problem is it's literally, from what I gather, every day. It's like every other sentence.
Yeah, like I said, I literally, I mean, either she talks about me a lot or I have the best timing in the world because literally I look up and I said, I'm going to go to Purple's and see if there's any news on Monkey. Tune in, and within 2 seconds, that OG bitch who thinks everybody's jealous because she's pretty. And I was like, literally 2 seconds.
So
So, and now that I've listened to it, it is because it's all the time. I mean, and that's sad. That's sad. Hey, Ray Ray. See, Ray
Ray,
calls me Queen Bee.
he
So
does.
Queen Bee actually messaged me, like I think a few weeks ago, and she said, "I think maybe you're getting a lot of flack for me." And I'm like, no, it's my flack. Don't worry. Like, no, it's all mine. It's all mine.
Right.
But I wasn't gonna say anything, but after it went on for like the second week, and then she was a caricature of me for Halloween. Oh, Justin went. I looked down and Justin went away. He flipped by the night. Um, but she was like a caricature of me for Halloween. The thing that really, really bothers me is, I have a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they go on the internet. Oh, yeah, like, good thing I saw that. They go on the internet and they don't watch me. I tell them, I mean, I show my sons my videos sometimes, but um, they don't watch me, they don't follow me because I tell them like it's adult content. But she goes out there and she's like, I'm a drug addict. And her new thing is that we're part of the shorty scam. I just put one out. There's one there for him. There he is. She's
Sorry.
like, and no, I looked down because my cat's there, and then I looked up and I was like, oh, you're gone. But she has this thing that I'm apparently a drug addict. And I have a kid. Like, that's not stuff I want to be put out there,
Right.
because it's not true. I mean, like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't make money. Like, all my money I've already made. It's all in
Right.
an IRA. And that is like, I'm not making more money in my life at this point.
Right.
So if I was going out buying some stuff, I wouldn't be able to do it subtly. I don't think any husband will be like, oh, it's okay. Go have a habit. It's cool. Take care of
Yeah.
our kids. It's like, I don't think so. And then the new thing is we're part of the shorty scam that happened and was
Oh
gone
my
a long
God.
time ago.
Don't get
But
me started with that one. There is like, Tony, I know you're listening. So give me iota, one iota of proof.
yes, I'll give you $100 if you can find it too. Bless you, kitty. But like, and why are we still talking? First, why are we still talking about it? First of all, like, why are we talking about the
Oh my
shorty
God.
scam? And two, how are we involved?
She just said that. That's all she's got. That's all she's got. I don't
No,
understand
I
it.
think it started yesterday because there's some money conspiracy, which I have yet to figure that out. Um, oh, there's someone that said she was anorexic for 35 years and she doesn't have an STD. See, I wasn't anorexic that long. I was only anorexic for a few years, but my normal weight is like 120 to 130, and I got down to 89. Imagine me. Imagine me 40 some pounds lighter than this.
Right. Too
It was
skinny.
not good. But I lost all my boobs. I was a nice like B plus, C minus, and I got a booty. Mama's got the booty. So, and I came back and I was still like an A nothing, and I was like, oh, I was like, that's not gonna be fun. Like that. I'm like, no, I worked really hard to get healthy, and I'm gonna come back with like no boobies. I was like, no.
She's a
So,
mess.
and I had a great
Yeah.
surgeon. He was amazing. But she's listening.
I mean,
And that's
well,
the other thing.
she's like a broken pencil, pointless, just pointless with the
Good one.
points that she tries to make. I'm like, just because you say something doesn't
Doesn't
make
make
it's going like it doesn't make it like on my family, like my mother's grave, like I've never taken a dime from Shorty or anyone on here that hasn't donated or super chat me.
right. I don't
So
really see you as a big scammer. I
oh
don't
my
see it.
God.
And she started this, like, I just got monetized. I have memberships. If anyone wants to
Congratulations.
be a member. Woo! But I just got monetized. Like, she started talking about this money thing, like when I was an unmonetized channel. What? What? How? And I still like. I'm not even eligible to get money yet. Like, where's all this money that I'm getting? Like, where is this? But someone said they see a shorty. There is a shorty who is one of Molly's Patreons, but it's not that shorty.
Yes.
And
She's a
I've seen
Patreon of
Molly
mine
say
as well.
there is a shorty, but it's not that shorty.
Yeah.
And it's
She's a
another
Patreon of
person
mine
who's
as well.
Patreon, but it's not her. So if you see that, that's what it is. It's not. Yeah, Gone Girl. Is Gone Girl here? Gone Girl is sweet. Gone Girl's. I think you know Gone Girl too.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Gone Girl. She's the sweetest. Yeah, she was on panel like 3 weeks ago, maybe. But she does come up with some crazy thoughts. The shorty thing just happened, I think, just 2 days ago. Like, and that's the thing. She just goes rolling. Like, she's like a wheel going down. It just like picks up shit as it's going. It's
Yes.
like get a leaf on there, and now that leaf brings on some dirt, and then you get another, and by the end of it, at the bottom of the hill, it's like got crap all over it. Like that's how her mind works. She starts going, and she's like, she talks about her beauty and then money, and then Shorty comes into her head, and she's like, she's part of the Shorty scam. Next will be like into the treasury stealing like government money or something. She just her brain just goes. It's like verbal diarrhea comes out of her mouth. I don't,
Exactly.
and whatever she thinks, she says. Like she actually
Everything.
said she wanted to dox my kids.
Oh
Like
my
who says
God,
that?
no.
She's
Leave
like, well, you
kids
heard
out
it.
of
She
it.
said, where does this bitch live? And then she said, I want to dox your kids. I'm like,
Leave
girl.
kids out of it.
I'm like, that already happened though, honey. And according to Harper, Heidi did it. So just saying.
Yeah, once you're doxxed, you're free after that. Like,
I feel
I mean, it's
relieved.
not that you want, to continue, but it's over after that.
You do
Most of
kind of feel that way, don't you?
the time.
I feel like I do feel so much freer.
Yeah.
It's kind of I don't know what to compare it to in the real world. It's like I don't know. I'm trying to think of something to
Free at
compare it to.
last. Free at last.
Yeah, like you don't want it to happen, but once it does, you're like, okay, well, that's it. I'm good
Yes.
now. Like they've done all they can. So, okay. Like I do
Yes.
feel like because until then you're like, oh, is someone gonna find my information? What do I do? But then once it's done, you're like, you do feel free. It is a weird thing. I can't.
Exactly.
There has to be something in the real world to compare it to, like maybe getting COVID, getting measles or mumps. People
Yes.
say like you don't want to get them, but once you do, remember like when I was a
It's just
kid,
over.
when one kid got him, you'd shove all the other kids together, like go get them.
Yes.
I've never had either, so apparently that's bad.
You never?
No, so apparently as
Well,
an adult,
I've
it's
never
really
had
bad if
measles.
you've not.
I've never had measles or mumps either. I've had chickenpox.
I've never had that either.
You never had chickenpox?
No,
Wow.
no, I don't know how. I mean, I was a single child, so I guess I wasn't around as many kids, but I don't know. And apparently that's not good because if you are to get it as an adult, it's really, really bad. So I don't know, but I know, but like when you were a kid, if one person in the neighborhood got him, your mom was like, go hang out with them. So everybody got him. And
Yes,
then it
they
was
thought
like,
it
now
a
you've had it, you're good. Like that's what it's like to be doxxed.
a lot
Like
of the
getting a chicken pox.
non-vaxxers still do that. They
Oh,
have parties for and they expose their kids to like chickenpox and stuff.
if you're not,
If you're not
if
vaccinated, it's
people
like
still,
non-vaxxers. It's
I
crazy.
don't know. My kids got the standard. They get whatever the doctor says.
Yeah, mine too.
I mean, I'm not trying. Everybody can do what they want with their kids, but I was just kind of like, whatever the doctor says is best, I'm gonna go for, because
Yeah.
you know. Although I don't know, I have some funny stories about doctors from when I went to medical school. They're not very bright. I don't know. I'll just say that,
Mm.
but I don't know. Like, I don't know if she's going to stop. Like, I don't know if she's going to stop.
I mean, sometimes you feel like her mind is blank, but then other times it's like she's talking 90 miles an hour.
I've heard her, if she was, I remember when I first met her, and because I was kind of friends with her a little bit, like May and June, like we emailed back and forth. I have emails from her, like she liked me. Like
Mhm.
she told me she had a girl crush on me. Like she liked me. Like I
Mhm.
had very nice emails back and forth from us in like May and June. And she was completely very different then.
Hmm.
She was much more lucid, and when she's on it, she is an intelligent person. She
Right.
does have a lot of ideas and things to say, like she could really do much better if she just wasn't so overly medic. I'm a science person too. All my education is in sciences, so I'm all for science. But I think she could do a lot of
Yeah.
good for the world if she put it together and stopped
Mhm.
ranting about
Yeah.
everybody.
I think she might be over medicated or something. When she gets a thought that comes to her mind, it must have been like a long, lonely journey. You know.
Yeah. Well, I had a seizure while I was driving, and so they put me on yeah, and I wrecked the car. No one else was in it, but I couldn't drive for months until I got checked out, and everything ended up fine. They think it was a one-off, but I got put on gabapentin after
Yeah.
that, and I know she's on that because she said it, and that stuff is horrible.
Yeah.
It's worse than opioids. Like you can't cold turkey it. But when I was on it, I remember I would be in bed and I would hear people down the hall. And I would see people down the hall sometimes. And it was and like I would be laying in bed and I would ask like, did you say something? And he no, I just heard you say something. I'd start having conversations like, and it was the medication. So she might
Sorry
actually
if it sounds like I'm
make
having
these
diarrhea.
things
I'm not.
happen.
I'm filling my juice.
What are you trying to open there?
I'm filling my juice with
Oh,
so it might sound like I have diarrhea. Don't.
you do have the most shiny, wonderful teeth.
Oh,
My
I do.
goodness, those
Thank
teeth.
you.
They're so beautiful. See,
Yeah.
I'm jealous of your teeth, but
Thanks.
not in a bad way.
You're
Like,
very kind.
like they're beautiful. I need to white my teeth,
Your teeth are
but they're pretty
fine.
white.
You got white
But
teeth.
like just because I want to do that, if you don't have to hate me for it. Like that's the other thing. Like live
Exactly.
and let live. Like she hates your teeth, by the way. Heard
She
her talk
hates
about your teeth. You have beautiful teeth.
everything.
Yes. She hates my eyelashes.
Oh, I know. She does talk about your eyelashes a lot. She's like,
She
can't
does.
go anywhere without
And
your
I do
eyelash.
admit, I sometimes go a little too far with the eyelashes. I mean, the person who puts them on sometimes is like, really? You're gonna look a little hookerish with it. And I'm like, I don't know. I like to have fun. You
Listen,
know,
if
I'm
it's
I'm home alone. I live on a mountain. I don't
listen,
get out much.
if you
So
like it, go for it.
really, remember there was some like woman who suntanned. I think she fake tanned, but she was literally like so brown. I think she real like suntanned like in a booth. And she was so dark, her skin was so like
Tan
leathery.
Mom. Her name's
And
Tan
but
Mom.
if she likes it, if you like it, who cares? Oh, who are we talking about? We're talking about Toxic Tony. I haven't been looking at the chat, so I
Toxic
apologize.
Tony Toad.
Toe knee. I love when you put the little toe in the knee.
Yeah, I
You
call
crack
her
me up.
toe and a knee.
Toe and a knee.
A
And the
toe
toe should
and a knee.
kick the knee,
Tony.
Tony. And she is this girl who is, yeah, Tan Mom. That's who she was.
Tan Mom.
She has been talking about me and Justin, and now she's thrown Molly into the mix. She just threw Molly in since Brandy, I think. Because apparently everybody thinks you guys are going to Idaho. So I think that's how Molly got into the mix, because you guys are going to go
So
to
that
Idaho.
night, I was talking about my sources and stuff, because I have a source in Idaho who lives very, very close to that house, and he's a professional, very professional older man. He's in the medical community and all that. And that's when Tony started cussing and everything while I was in there. And finally, I just left, and I made a Molly doesn't even know who she is. You're right, I see you. She doesn't even know.
She shouldn't. Like, don't ever look her up either.
Nor would she care. And so I was a little heated, and I was on my Clutch Them Pearls channel, and I made a live. It was like, guess I'll go to Idaho to confirm my sources, and then I said something else, or I'm going to Idaho or something like that, because they were like, you can't do that, you can't do that. And I'm like, anybody can have sources.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Called America.
Yeah. And besides, if anybody went to Idaho, it's not like they would be there harassing anybody.
No.
No, I mean,
Well,
I'm not going, but because to me, it's, there's no need to. But she's not, Brandy is definitely not a Billy Joe, a Leilani, a Candace. She's definitely not that.
no.
So,
Well,
and
I heard Purple saying something like, I think, I don't support everything Betty does, but
sure,
she didn't do anything wrong here. Like, I'm not appreciative of the bad. Like, I saw a video last night that was dogging on her, and I support Betty in this. She didn't, she's allowed to call the police station and
right.
ask a question.
She's not. What they say is what they say. They can say, no, we can't release this. It's not public yet, or anything
Right.
like that.
I don't think she expected them to answer her with that answer either.
Sure.
I'm sure she probably thought they're not going to answer, but I mean, that's not where Brandy heard it though. Like, everyone's all up in arms about Betty, and calling in and getting the information and how, she shouldn't have done that and blah, blah, blah. And she went there and handed out flyers and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, isn't that a good thing?
Mm-hmm.
Why is anyone mad at her for having gone there to hand out flyers and do things like that? And I heard Purple saying something like, well, what would I go there to do? Go and just hug my friend? Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have done that. Like,
I thought the night, like after my live and everything, I figured Purple would, go, if she did a live at all. I thought she would, play videos of Monkey and just really, heartfelt things
yeah,
about Monkey and for Brandy, to give her a little encouragement and stuff. But it wasn't that. It was drama as usual. And
like I
I
said, I
couldn't
tuned in
even
and the
believe
first thing
it.
I heard was, oh, gee, bitch.
I couldn't even believe Purple would have, started talking about what this person is doing on their channel and what that person is doing on their channel, and this is wrong and that is wrong, and and it just, I figured it would just be, let's take out all the outside noise. Brandy has enough going on. Let's, calm it down, and let's, just be there for our friend. But
Exactly.
it wasn't that.
I mean, personally, and I am watching chat, so I should probably come in.
Straight to the drama. Yeah.
I really don't think Brandy should have been anywhere on social media
No, I
these
agree.
last few days.
I agree.
Just because that you're going to hear something that you might not want to. So
Yeah.
I would have thought she would have done something like that to keep her here and kind of secluded from it all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kind of
Right.
that, you stay here and we're going to watch videos and talk and be uplifting and keep you here so you don't have to listen to, because it was out on Twitter before Betty did it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, another creator put it out way before even Betty, which I didn't know about, but
yeah. So it's not like Betty was the first person to say it. It was out on Twitter long before Betty called to confirm it. I think that's what she was doing to confirm it probably. So, I mean, Purple should have kind of been like, we're going to give you a big hug and keep you in here and keep you away from going to the Twitters and the Facebooks and listening to anything else. And, you don't go anywhere else but here. And when the police call you, the police call you. And other than that, this is your safe place where we're going to
Exactly.
remember Monkey and do good by you. But it was just all drama and, complaining about that. Like, why are you yelling about Betty?
Hmm.
Betty didn't do anything wrong.
Last night I literally didn't watch a second, not a second of whatever she was talking about. I did see the I guess the thumbnail of it, but that's it. And because I knew if I did, I would have gotten on my other channel, and I don't want to go as low as she goes.
Right.
Because if I sat there, and which she had more people, from what I understand, I don't know how many she had in her room, but she had more people in her room, what I'm told, than she's ever had.
Yeah, she had I think the first day she had like 400 people in there, which,
Wow.
she might get 100 on a drama day.
Right.
Usually on a monkey day, it's, 20, 30,
Yeah.
because people want drama. But I think a lot of people went there to get news and thought, I'm going to get, because, she could be that person. She does know Brandy the best.
Hmm.
She has covered this case the most, and she could be the, ringleader of it. And
Sure.
wouldn't that be nice if instead of being divisive, she pulled everyone who was working on it together and all the creators came together to help this woman?
Absolutely.
Wow, what a foreign concept. People coming together. Instead, it's all, almost like, I almost feel like she thinks she's the only one who can talk about it. Like, why
Well,
can't
I
Betty
mean,
go there and hand out flowers
the thing is, that's not the way it
or flyers?
works. That's not the way it works. A person can't say, you can talk about it, but you can't talk about it. You can talk about it, but no, you can't talk about it. You can't do that. It's a free country. You can talk about whatever you want. Can you disagree with it? Absolutely. But you can't say someone can't talk about something. Um,
Wow. If you were to
I
say that, then everyone would be saying Tony can't talk shit about us. So be glad you got some freedom to speak there, girl, or else you'd
Yeah,
be shut up too. But
like I
yeah, I
I
mean,
like doing research. I have the best research team out there,
I see
and
you, man. She rocks.
yes, I see you as one of my OGs for sure. She's a friend, a good friend as well, and we dig, and I mean, listen, if we want something, we find it,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter how long it's going to take for us. We will find it.
Well,
Promise.
so correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know what I am, but I'm definitely not true crime.
Hmm.
I heard Purple say,
Hmm.
we're true crime. We're not here to investigate anything. We're not here to find anything. We're not here to report the facts. We're just
First,
here to keep the story in the public eye.
she is
That's what
not
she
true
said.
crime. She's not true
Okay.
crime.
And I was
Uh,
like, I thought that's what YouTube true crime did, was talk about the facts and go find more and try and solve, the story. Like,
it's
I thought that's
about
exactly what they did.
Yeah, it's about bringing awareness to all people, and it's about collecting data, evidence, whatever you want to call it. Not evidence, but some the facts of the case,
Facts of the case.
and
Yeah.
bringing it all in one place for your audience, and letting talking about it, letting people give their opinions, voice their opinions, and that's it. Um, do we solve cases? No, we don't solve cases. We don't have the materials, we don't have the resources or anything like that. Now, maybe somebody will solve a case one day just by finding something that nobody else found.
Well, like
Um,
the van person with the laundries, the person
mhm.
who said about the van. I mean,
Yes.
they didn't solve the case, but they were cataclysmic in solving the
Yeah.
case.
Well, yeah, I don't think she would have ever been found otherwise.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. And that
So
was,
that's what it's about. And, I mean, mainstream media, it gives you 3 minutes at 6 a.m., at noon, at 5 o'clock, and back, 11 o'clock. They give you 3 minute clips, and that's it. It goes to the next story. YouTube and why, I mean, we get more views than these news stations now, these local news stations. We get a
and it's
lot more
24/7.
views. Yes. And, um, for us, we're not scripted. We can say things differently, and you're not going to get 3 minutes. You're going to get 3 hours. So,
And you can interact with people. I think the
absolutely,
reach, I mean, there is power to numbers. And with
absolutely,
YouTube, I mean, the reach that you can have, or a bullhorn Betty can have, when you've got tens of thousands of people who are like you have so many people you can reach. And there is, that little thing of, someone remembering something that isn't going to happen with the mainstream news. I
right.
mean, you've got, thousands of people, like your lives, you'll get, 1,000 some people in there. That's a lot of people. And there are people from all over. And there might be someone like the van person who says, oh my gosh, I was in
Mhm.
that area. Let me, but, and then, you found her. So I think, there are a lot of people who don't think there should be YouTube true crime because it just screws things up. But, and that does happen. But I don't think you should do away with it. I mean, I think there's a lot more positive than negative, and the reach and the power that you can have to keep things in the public eye and maybe find little clues that wouldn't be found otherwise is just,
There's been many, many times, uncountable times where people have sent things to the cops and they never knew it, never knew it. And to be quite honest with you, many times they're more comfortable with talking to us than they are the police.
yeah,
Now,
that's
and
true.
you try to make them comfortable so they will talk to the police, that they're not in trouble or anything and they need to talk. But
Well, if you're in the situation sometimes where a crime has happened, you might not be the most up and up person. So you might not want to talk to police for that reason. So oftentimes it is easier. But when I heard her say, true crime on YouTube is not to report facts or try to solve a crime. My first thought was, I thought that's exactly what they try to do, report facts, and then try to find some stuff,
yeah,
find some links.
we try to make
So,
more sense of what's going on, or at least that's what I do.
yeah. Well, I think that's what everyone but her does. I
Mhm.
mean, I mean, that is what she just does her Monday where she talks about the same thing and puts it out so those 30 people know that it's out there, which is
Right.
helpful, yes. But
Well, I mean, I'm glad
I
she does
mean,
that and she keeps, you know, Monkey's name out there because, to be honest with you, with this case, there wasn't a lot. That's why, a
yeah,
lot of people didn't talk about it. We knew that, he was abducted. We knew there was potentially those cars. We knew Brandy was at work, that Tyler was taking care of the kids, and he was out looking for his friends, to play with. And there wasn't really any updates at all with
yeah.
Monkey's case, as far as movement. It just came all at once.
I mean, she has done a very good thing, but she also should not dog other people who have also, I almost feel like there's that it's my ownership of it. This is my thing and this is
Yes,
Brandy's place and no one else, has any right to anything. And
right.
how dare Betty say she went down there one day to hand out flyers. Like, wow, I mean, why not thank her
And
for that?
what
That is
Betty
one
did,
day that,
exactly, and what Betty did was helpful.
yeah.
You
And
everything, anybody that does anything is helpful. If one more person knows this case that wouldn't otherwise, that's helpful.
you never know when that one person knows that one thing that will lead to dun, 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 going forward. But
Yes.
I don't like the belittling other people for what they've done. I just, that whole day was just, it started with me hearing from Tony, that OG bitch, and then I rewound, and I just couldn't believe that Purple would let her on there that day of that live talking
Yes.
that trash
Because Tony
about
is
other
not a graceful talker. We'll just say that.
the curse words. I mean,
I mean,
I
she
do
sounds like a
think
trucker. She sounds
and
like a trucker with tits.
worse. It's even like, I don't think I've ever heard a trucker sound that bad. I mean,
It's
don't
bad.
underestimate the power of her trucker talk.
Underestimate.
Underestimated.
Don't you
I'm gonna have to use that in
underestimate
another one.
me. Don't
Don't
you
she
underestimate
underestimated me.
me.
I wouldn't want to underestimate her. But I mean, I just couldn't believe that she was allowing that level of vulgarity. I mean, you should have some level of professionalism.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think as a creator, if you're going to do this and you're going to say you want to make money on it, unless your whole thing is you're a trash talker, I think you should have some level of professionalism to
Sure.
it. I mean, I would not want someone up there just cursing like that and swearing,
Especially not
and
on that night.
Eliza just said she shouldn't have had a panel. She probably shouldn't have, but if she did, it shouldn't have been Tony, Heidi, and Frank. Like, you know what you're going to get. Like,
Yeah, that's a real good idea. That's a
it's the
real
most
good
serious
idea.
thing ever.
Can't see
And you have
anything going wrong
Tony, Heidi,
there.
and Frank.
Can't see nothing
And
going
first you
wrong
have
at all.
Tony going off on, you and I's plastic surgery and how we think everybody's jealous. Like, have you ever said that
Don't
people should be jealous of you?
underestimate me.
No, don't underestimate me. I could be a politician. Let's go to war. But I mean, I don't, it's always, we think people should be jealous of us because we're so pretty. And then the money thing, which I don't understand. There's a money conspiracy that we're in. And we brought
Yeah.
her into it. I brought her into something. I don't know what I brought her into.
How does she know about anyone's finances?
I don't know. And that's the
Like,
other
why?
thing. She, like, how does she know what money I do or don't have? I
That's
could
what
be
I'm
the
saying.
poorest person out here. Who knows what I have and I don't have? I've never talked about whether nobody knows. I could be butt
Exactly.
poor. Nobody knows what I have or don't have. I've never talked about it. I've never heard you talk about it.
I don't talk about money.
No. I mean, you
I
got a
don't.
really nice gold mirror right there. So, I think got a little money right there. I'm just kidding. But I mean, you know, like, no, I've never heard anybody talk about their money. So I don't know what money conspiracy she thinks she's talking about.
No.
And it's not just us she talks about. She talks about everybody too. But we just get it the worst for some reason. I don't know why.
It's
And
very,
that's
in my
why I want to
opinion,
figure out what started it. I can't remember what started it.
very declassé, if you
Yes,
ask me.
very.
But
I really think something happened to start it, but I can't remember what.
what pissed me off the day is when Brandy went back up on Purple's panel crying and upset about the news. Heidi started crying and yelling at people in chat, making it about her.
Oh, she
That's
yelled at Tara. Yeah. Eliza has a good
why'd
video,
she yell at
actually.
Tara?
I don't know, but Eliza has a good video. And Eliza, you can put it in the chat if you want. Eliza has a good video where it shows the whole time frame of Brandy finding out. And you hear Heidi actually saying, "Shut up, Tara," in the middle of it. It's the most
Who has that,
worst.
by the way?
Eliza.
Okay.
She's one of the jerks. But Eliza, you should put it in the chat. But she made a little clip, and it shows, and I think she said she made it so people could see how Brandy found out.
Yeah.
Well, and the whole time frame.
People run with rumors. I mean, they were over there saying that I was going to be in Idaho Wednesday, which is today.
Yes,
And
I
that
don't
was
think you're in
Monday.
Wednesday.
That was Monday.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not the way I operate. I have to plan weeks in advance. So,
No, Eliza can't. I'll find it. You should watch this video because it shows everything. I'll try and find it here. But I originally thought that Tony played the video. Hold on, my cat's over here just bugging.
good.
But I originally thought Tony played it because she was talking about it and saying how she was like, I don't care about my channel. I'll play it. I don't care if I get struck, blah, 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 blah. So she was all tough talking to play it. But she did, but I didn't realize that Purple played it. So I don't know what room she's talking about, yelling at Betty for upset about her finding out, because she was the one who had her find out. Oh boy, there's a lot of Elizas.
Tara said, I said, let Brandy talk because Voices was talking over her.
Wait, what? Oh, and that's why Heidi said, shut up, Tara? Yeah, Eliza, how do I find your video? Because if I type in Eliza to search for.
Is it under the Circle Jerks?
No, it's under hers personally. I guess I'm not subbed to you because I don't see you here. Email it to me, Eliza, and I'll put it up. But you should watch it. Oh, Alexa's listening to me. Go away, Alexa.
It's my phone.
Stop listening to me.
Or type Eliza Jerk.
It keeps popping up.
Eliza Jerk. Okay.
Do you hear that?
What?
Do you hear Alexa?
No.
Alexa, stop talking. God. Alexa's talking. I don't know how she started, but she needs to shut up.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Oh, good. Oh, there you go. Yeah. But you can see exactly how she found out, and you see Heidi yelling at Tara, and it's like, what's doing? This is ridiculous. You got in touch with Nikita, right?
Yeah. No.
Okay, good.
No. I don't think I did.
Email Justin.
She may have emailed me.
Pot Shelly, how are you doing? Like this time, videos in advance.
But I don't know how people make up things, and they about a person when, like, it's not true. Like, like they were saying I was going to be there Wednesday. Well, that was news to me. Who comes up with this stuff?
Well, you had a little joke in the title.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the right video.
But where do you get Wednesday? That's what I'm saying. Where do you get Wednesday?
Oh. Did you not say that? You just said you were going?
Yeah, I never said a day.
Oh, because I heard that too, that you were going on Wednesday.
Yes, that's what everybody was saying. And I was like, I am? Who said Wednesday?
Well, like I said, it's like the wheel going down and picking up dirt along the way. It just like Justin's going to Idaho on Wednesday in a plane, American Airlines, 247. They just they just keep going. Like, I think they just keep going. It just goes and goes. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, coffee. Oh, saw the post. Hey. Oh, we got some new people. So we're here to talk about, what are we talking about? A little thing called toxic Tony. It's a lot of things called toxic.
People that have toes and toxic people that has knees.
Toes and knees. Toes
Toe,
and knees.
knee.
People run from chat to chat, just say stuff. And yeah,
Neither.
we're talking about vile little people who make things up in their head and spreads rumors for no reason, just to
None.
be a piece of crap, basically. I don't
Yes.
know. I had to listen to so many hours of it. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe the things that this person says. You would be shocked.
Oh my God.
And it
I
just
would
goes
have.
on and on and on.
I would
It's
have
YouTube.
probably
It is. It's
hated it.
YouTube shit stirs. It's YouTube shit stirs. And why, like, what life you must be leading to do it?
I know. Sad. It's really sad. It's like,
Imagine if we got our self-esteem from YouTube. It'd be pretty much in the shitter.
oh my
I know
God.
mine would be, because I'm a whore.
Well,
And I have I
a
have an
lot of
STD, which is why I'm skinny. And I should take my eyelashes off. I
but
mean, like the
I'd
things
be
I've heard
willing to
about
accept
myself.
the tapeworm right now. I'm like,
Not, I don't know what you're talking about. You look skinny to
it's my
me.
gut. It's my gut.
Oh, well, that's where guys get their weight in their gut. Well, some women do too. I always got it in the booty. When I gain weight, it's in my booty.
I got a
But
big
apparently
ass
I'm too
too.
skinny. Well, maybe you
I
should.
like the ass part, but I can
I
keep
got
the
the
ass.
I,
Just get rid of the gut in front of it.
maybe you can turn it around.
I know,
Maybe you can
right?
twist it around.
I'm gonna twist it and put it
Yeah,
back
you
there.
can shut it back down there. But the best part, I think, is that these people all will say that they don't watch me. How do you know what I say? Like, how? Oh, new member. Thank you,
The
Coffee and Puggies.
employees.
I just got memberships. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I don't want to do ads, but I think YouTube is putting ads in my stuff because I think they're allowed
You're
to do
gonna get
that.
ads either way.
I know. I don't appreciate that. I don't really like that.
Well,
But I do like the membership stuff. So thank you. I
just make
appreciate
sure,
that.
regardless, make sure you have your ads on because they're going to show up anyway, and you might as well get
Yeah.
your half a penny. It is half a penny, and that's if they
That's
watch it.
probably all it'll be.
It's half.
Because I have curse
Seriously, it's a
words.
half a penny. I'm not joking.
Is that like?
Mhm.
Well, how do these YouTubers that make? Oh, I bet it's sponsorships. Is that how YouTubers make money?
Sponsorships, views, and but a
Am I
half a penny.
YouTube famous?
YouTube,
I
too.
mean, you know what? I should get sponsored by an eyelash company. There you go.
Call them.
Oh, my kitty just meowed at me. That's what I can do. The ones that say they don't watch always have the most to say. Yes, and I get all of those. I have my haters. I don't know about you, but my haters are of two types. They're either ones who think that comedy is bullying. So I get
Uh-huh.
those who are like, "Oh, you made a joke. It was bullying me." How did me make it? And that's why I started watching Mallory because she said something and
Comedy
it was
first.
like, what?
Comedy
It was
first.
it was all about the difference between comedy and hate is intention. That's the
Yes.
difference. Like, and with comedy, you intend to make people laugh. With hate, you intend to hate.
Right.
She said that, and I was like, yeah, that's so. It's either people who mistake comedy and can't take a joke, or it's people who claim they don't watch my stuff and misinterpret everything that I say. Which, like, I don't know. I don't even know why. How do you even have haters? You don't do anything wrong. What do you even
Me?
do? Like,
Oh,
how
I've
do you
got
get
plenty.
Tony to hate? Why does
I got
Tony hate you?
plenty of haters.
But why?
Plenty.
God, like, why does Tony hate us? I swear something
She
had to have
hates
happened
us
to
because she
bug me.
hates us.
She
That's why.
hates us. She hates a lot of people. She hates anyone who has a different opinion from her. And
Yeah.
Peaches, she's really going to hate you after this. I hope you're prepared. Oh, my cat's going, Kitty,
Poor
stop it.
Peaches.
I know. Peaches, you'll just have to come over with us. Ugh. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Yeah, everyone's going to have to watch her next. She's probably going to really go off on her next. But she doesn't watch my stuff, so how would she ever know?
She's
See,
watching
that's
right
the other
now.
thing. Coffee and Puggies, my newest member, I try to have a very welcoming panel. Anyone can say anything, just don't be hateful or mean. You can even say you don't like me, just don't be mean about it. Opinions. It's how like we learn about stuff is opinions that are different from ours. How else do we learn until someone says, "Hey, have you ever considered this?"
That would be, yeah, that's not gonna work with Tony.
No, you can't say anything to her. The worst thing that I saw is Robin Lennon was trying to tell her something, and she literally turned on music over her. She started playing music over her. It was so disrespectful.
I like how she's always like, she talks to her, she talks to her audience. Guys, we can love one another a lot more when we come together.
It's for
Fuck
Queen
with
OG
you,
and Justin.
stupid fucking throw your love and
You
peace.
whore, you fucking stupid cunt whore bitch. I mean, and I'm just sitting there like, what? I'm a whore? I've been thinking for a long time.
You're a prayer garden in the making.
I'm a tramp. I'm a trollop. I'm a trollopy tramp. Yeah. She did it yesterday. What did she do? Oh, to Robin? Yeah, she's like, Robin's the sweetest person ever, and she's so mean to her. She's saying that, is she talking about me right now? She's saying none of this is true. Oh boy. Drama. Yeah, I don't agree. What? What's the email again?
Footage. I mean, it's quite apparent. Everyone is solid.
What's your email again? Nikita's trying to email you.
All, ALL, Justice, JUSTICE, the number 4, the letter U, at Gmail.
Yeah, girl. My kitties won't come to me. Never seen you say a kind word about anyone. It's very wrong that you bring up Tony. What? All right. I want Robin on the jerks with us. Wait, Canadian, are you and Jill having a fight in here? What's going on?
Who?
I'm looking. I don't know. I just saw someone say, Jill, I have never seen you say a kind word about anyone. Oh. Seems a little like we might have some fighting words here. What are you girls doing down there? You guys fighting down there? I don't know what's going on. The only person fighting is Tony right now. Fighting with her own mind.
Yes. She likes conspiracy theories and all that stuff too, doesn't she?
She has admitted she is a conspiracy theorist. Confidence is intimidating. Yes. She has admitted she's a conspiracy theorist. She's big on government conspiracies. And I heard her say today, because now I have to record everything. I heard her say today that she doesn't vote.
No.
I hate people like that.
You should vote.
I'm so opinionated, but I don't vote.
Yes.
Like if you don't vote, I don't think you get to say anything.
Yeah, I agree.
I was flirting with RDA yesterday in Bombshell's chat. Who's RDA?
I have no idea.
I'm looking through the chat. I'm looking through the chat to see if there's some fighting words going on. She did it yesterday. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that I'm prettier than someone. I don't think I've ever said anything about money. I don't think I've ever said anyone's jealous of me. So these are all like her other personality in her mind said, I believe. Yes, Lenny, that is true. But Lenny, you normally don't like me. You say some pretty hateful things about me. I've seen them.
Not like Queen OG.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
Listen, Queen OG used to make videos about me.
Yes.
Well, not videos. I mean, I was in the videos, but
Yeah, you were.
People
Wait,
take
you were the
themselves the
pearl
good.
wearing green mama.
Yes,
You were the pearl wearing
pearl
green mama.
mama, and I'm still the
Oh, Max,
pearl
I got.
mama.
Yeah, it
Don't
was
take
when
yourself too
you.
seriously.
What?
I said people take themselves too seriously.
They do. It was when you like there was a whole big thing going around that you looked green because you're lighting.
No, it was
Oh,
my
I
tan.
made a joke about it. Horrible, right? See, and I think it's cool when people can like laugh at themselves.
Yeah,
Like when Purple started calling me Barbie, I was like, you know what? That's funny. Cause I
right,
can't, blonde hair, blue eyes, whatever. That's funny. And I like
right.
embraced it. Like I embraced it.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't upset about it ever. I thought it was great. I have many kitties, Coffee and Puggies.
The other
Coffee
day,
and Puggies. When I met my husband, I had 13 cats.
holy
That's a lot of
shit.
cats. I know, but four of them were outside. Well, there were eight, five of them were outside. So I used to say they're outside. And he'd be like, what, they don't count? Like you have outside kids, they don't count. And I'm like, no, I just mean, they're not in the house making a mess. I'm looking through comments to see if was like a fight going on. Not a fight, but just some word. Oh, Ross dog. Okay, all right. She talks about herself.
So the other day, a troll, but I thought it was funny nonetheless. They had a picture of me in my leopard shirt, and then they
Yeah.
had uh, Tiger King, Joe Exotic, right beside of me.
Oh my God. That does look like his shirt.
I
That
didn't
does look
realize
like
that
that
until
shirt.
then, but I laughed so freaking hard
I
because
don't
it's
see why you
funny.
wouldn't laugh at that. Lenny, I'm not trying to dog on you, but I've just seen you say that like I think I've seen you say things that I'm like a liar and stuff like that. I mean, I don't care. I really could care less, but I've seen some not hateful, but I've seen some things that were questioning my maybe morality or truthfulness or something. I don't care. It was stuff that I was like, oh, that's not really like that's all right, whatever. But I was looking through because it looked like there might like Canadian Girl and Joe or there's um
Hakuna, I don't think there is one.
all right. It looks like if people aren't getting along, just let me know. Yeah, I don't think I've ever talked about like money or like I don't think I've ever said anything like that. Like, why would you? Like, why would you talk about that? Like, one thing that I think we need to talk about is like, think about, is there any reason someone would do that? Like, why, like, just like if you're doing true crime, it's like, why would that person, I can't think of the word right now. I'm having like a total brain fart. But what motive? Like, what would be why would I talk about me being pretty or people jealous of me or like, what would be my motive? Like, there's no reason I would do that. So to
First of
think I
all,
would do that,
it's not very becoming of a person. And
no.
second of all, people don't want to hear that from other people.
Exactly. So me talking like that would not behoove me. Oh, I just said behoove. It would not be. I actually like the word behoove, by the
I do
way.
too.
I used to use it all the time. I kind of stopped using it because it kind of got a bad name for itself, but I like the word behoove. It's actually a very good word to
Behooving
use.
is coming back.
It is. I like behoove. I used to always use that. And then it kind
Let's
of got like a bad
behoove.
name to say it. So I started, but like if I'm trying to be out here as like a creator and a funny creator, I'm not going to piss people off by talking like that. Like why, like I would not talk like, I mean, I don't in my real life anyway, but you have to kind of think of motive. Like when people say this person did this, you have to think of motive. And if it sounds ridiculous, maybe it is. Because I think a lot of times people gaslight things. Sound like someone came in the door. People gaslight things and say somebody does something. And it's like, you believe that? Like, that's the craziest thing. Like, do you really think that would happen? Like, think for yourself for just a split second. Like, really? I don't think so. Oh, I think Nikita sent it.
Yeah, I got it.
Good.
I think I did.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever bragged. Um, are you talking about, well, the reason we're responding is because it's gone on for 6 weeks and it's just at a certain point, I mean, I think I do agree with don't respond. And I don't think we respond to much. You're just like me. I mean, I rarely I hear a lot of things about myself. I rarely respond to stuff, but at a certain point, I think you have to, when it crosses the line or
when it
it just
becomes an obsession.
yeah. And unfortunately, I
We're
think you would
there.
classify Tony as an obsession, a vile little obsession.
Yes.
Oh, they got it. And and I don't like, and now she's going off that I'm part of, like, I don't mind the body shaming and the look shaming, but don't put out there that I'm a drug addict and I'm part of a money scam, because that goes to someone's reputation. And that's stuff I don't want out there because I do have children who are like 10 and 12. So that's when I need to start nipping it, because those are things that I don't want to be associated with me. Because A, they're not true, but B, it's just, even if they were true, you wouldn't want them associated with you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And yeah, Eliza, at some point, enough becomes enough. It's like, how many times are you going to bring my name up? Like, how many?
Every 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, it is. Ugh. It is. I'm going to go pee real quick. Hold the show. I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm next. I need to go pee after her. Let me look at chat. I texted her email. Okay, I just got it. I just responded to that email. Candy, you're going to be 53 next month. Happy early birthday. Body shaming isn't good. That's either. Sometimes people do it. They shouldn't, but yeah, Miss Fletcher, I understand. Totally get it.
I'm a very fast peer. Okay. Oh, and the bathroom's right here. Are you reading chat?
Yeah.
No, body shaming, like, we really should be in a world where we don't do, oh, Candy Girl, you're gonna be 53. Good for you.
That's what I was
I
saying.
don't know why people, and that was the other thing. I actually looked it up. There's actually something called relational aggression. And it's the mental thing behind mean woman syndrome. It's actually a thing.
Women with
It's
other women, my God, y'all are crazy sometimes.
we are. Like, my husband was joking. There's some meme. He said, "Remember that meme?" And I don't remember it, but it was something about like a woman saying, "I can't wear that dress to the party because the other guys will see it." And it's like, no, the other girls will see it. Like, women do things for other women. Like, guys
Women
don't
dress for
care.
other women. They don't dress for other men.
Exactly. Like, guys don't care. They're like, does she look good? All right, we're good to go. Like,
When
they
girls
don't
get
really.
together, it's all about, they can get catty and stuff like that. When guys get together, they're like, "Hey, bro," and they don't say another word. Like, for 45 minutes, you want a beer?
Oh my gosh. I used to joke with my husband, like, he would tell me one of his friends, his wife became an alcoholic and they had a really rough road. And he would talk to his friend and he would come home and I'd be like, "Give me the dirt. What happened?" And he'd say, "Oh, she got drunk and did this." And I'd be like, and, "Oh, I didn't ask that question." I'm like, "Why wouldn't you?" "I don't know." Like, I'm like, "Come on, how could you?" And I would always want more information. And it's like, guys, they just are like, "How you doing?" She got drunk again." "Really? You okay?" "Yeah." "All right, let's watch the game." It's like a woman would be like, "Where? What did she drink? How long was she drunk? How did she get home?
Right. What was she
When did she get
wearing?
home?" You know what's weird?
What?
Every time I'm live, I get calls from a restricted number and it comes up as restricted. Every time I'm live.
I can tell you an app to get.
It's the only time I get restricted calls. Like,
Here, I'm
It
gonna
just
write.
says
I'm gonna
restricted.
write this in private chat.
Okay. It's weird. But women are horrible to other women. And it's called relational aggression. And it's about older women, women, not kids, who like have gone through life and now they're comparing themselves to other women, how they've panned out, what's their house like, what's their clothes like, what's their job like. And they compare themselves to other women and then they become mean women. And it's usually women who, oh, I have an app that tells the stock market. The market's down 0.12% today. I didn't even know I had that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. But it says it's usually women who did not have a lot of education. I know Tony only went to the 9th grade. Women who had a
I
lot
didn't
of
know that.
yelling in their upbringing and didn't have the quiet, white picket fence kind of house. And there was one more, women who are very aggressive, like fight a lot, like bar fights and fight. And I'm like, that's totally Tony. She's all of the above. That's exactly her. Relational aggression. I think
Yeah.
she's got some relational aggression. And I swear something happened and that's why it became the two of us together. And I can't remember what it was. Oh, it's gonna bug me. And
I swear, I think
yeah.
it was Hopi when that happened with Opie.
But that was so long after. But maybe it was that Hopi started making videos about me. So maybe it just coincided with that. Because that's when she started going on panels, just yapping about me for hours. Hours. There were like 5 long stints of like all about me. I've really had quite the month. I have.
So have I. But
Really
that's
got
the
a
way
lot
it
of
goes.
shit.
Listen, when you're a YouTube creator, you all get your time. Everybody gets their time.
It is. It's like breakfast. Y'all get a line to stand up and get your breakfast at the
And
bar.
you'll get it again. You'll get it again.
Oh yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
becomes popular to gang up on one person, and then as quick as it usually comes, it leaves. Uh, but when it's there, it's bad.
Yeah.
So
I mean, well, if you saw the video, I should put a link to it, but if you saw the video, I mean, yeah, it's not very nice. I mean, that's for sure.
4:42 here, and it's already almost dark.
That kind of freaks me out. I remember in college when I was a senior, where my apartment was, and I worked at a library.
Yeah,
And I always knew when the season was changing because sometimes my walk up would be sunny, and then all at once the time of year it would start getting dark because I think I worked at 6 p.m.
yeah.
and it would be dark. And I was on the East Coast because
I like
I grew up in
long
Pennsylvania. So
days where you get 15 hours of daylight. Gets dark at 9 o'clock.
see, there's a restricted call again.
And I see you are absolutely right. When you get a story, like a big story or an update, it's on buckle up. And that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've had
I
definitely
mean,
had my share. Mine was with the dogs with Don and Candace, and then with um the girl underwater with the car thingy. They said I unblurred
oh, Kylie.
Kylie, yeah, and
Oh,
obviously this.
no, you didn't. You didn't do any. You didn't. I saw that. There are actually videos out there where they try to change filters and do stuff to it, and you were far not doing that at all. You were fine. I mean, it's
Oh, but
ridiculous,
people
but
made a
I
big.
don't
Oh,
think
and
that was an accident.
Jose was a big one too.
Yeah, that was a
Jose,
damn. That's a lot.
I had 5,000 people in my chat.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, that was a lot. But
That was a lot.
that whole thing was crazy. I mean, God, I feel bad for him.
Rest in peace.
I know. That was sad. So, what do you think she's going to say after this?
Thank you,
What do you
Nikki.
think she's going to have to say? Because she
She's
didn't watch
going.
it.
she's going to cuss,
She
and
always cusses.
she's going
She cusses
to
when she likes to, though.
she's just going to talk about people's looks and that we're some big scammers, and that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
I really
Prove
want to
us
know
wrong.
what our money scam is. Am I making money off my money scam?
No, because there's no scam. Like
Because no,
this is the thing. If you say it, Tony, prove it. Don't just say it. Prove it, because I guarantee you, you don't have an iota of any information.
well, of course not. I mean, I wish I was not blocked everywhere that I'm blocked, because I would love to, when she starts saying something, be able to go in and say, okay, prove it. Like you just said that, prove it.
She
Like
won't.
in the real world, prove it.
She
But
won't.
I'm blocked, so you can't. It's
She won't.
ridiculous.
I'll be right back. I gotta
That's the
pee.
worst part. Um, really overdoing it today. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm looking at chat. Do people do well? I think the main reason why Tony's so mad at me is because people like wound her up to do it. You know, right? She's gonna try here. She's going to try and intimidate you, then forget what she was doing, and then ask chat to tell her what she was doing and talking about. You know, Tony, for a small creator, she has the biggest problem. She was Tony knows she was live for 10 seconds when she already had jealousy, rich, petty out of her mouth. I'm not surprised. She said she won't. Oh, has she talked about this right now? There's the restricted call. So has she not seen this but talked about this right now? Because I'm not. Is she live right now? Tony, are you watching me right now? Because if so, can you please prove what you're saying? Please. Ugh. How can I look up a receipt of something I didn't do? What the heck? Like that's just ridiculous. How do I look up a receipt of what I didn't do? Like this is what I don't understand. Oh, sit on a dick? Why do these women always talk about sitting on dicks? Why don't I have a picture in my thing? My cat's coming up here and she has a booger in her nose. And I'm trying to get it out. So, come here, girl. So she doesn't watch my videos and she's not watching this, but she knows what's going on here, right? And she's talking about it. So tell me how that works. Because that I don't understand. Hold on. Let me get kitty. Trying to get a picture from my avatar here. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, there we go. Come here, girl. Sit still. She's got a booger. Oh, she's live. Tony, if you're live, are you watching? Come on, girl.
Come on, Tony. Come on over and have a talk with us. We
Yeah.
won't be
Are you
mean.
live? Are you watching us? Because
We
you
won't
say you
be
don't
mean.
watch. So what are you doing?
Promise
Huh?
you. We won't be mean like you are to us.
I mean, seriously, this is as mean as we get. Like, if you go back and watch this live, this okay, there you go. Go. If you watch this live, has either of us like been in any way anywhere near anything she's ever said
No.
about us?
No.
No.
Even
I haven't
though she
swore.
is the human version of period cramps
She is. She is.
when she starts
OG
that
always
stuff.
talking about boogers and Tony. Yeah, she talks about boogers and poop a lot.
Well, she might want to hang out with Michelle then.
Oh, she ate a booger. I saw Michelle eat a booger. That was disgusting. Who eats boogers?
And it was
What the
like
heck's
snot that
wrong?
came out of her nose. It was like
Who does that? Ugh, I saw it. It almost made me vomit. It almost made me vomit. See, that's the thing. You don't watch me. You don't have any receipts. Then she says, I don't know if you heard. She said she's not gonna give, so she's listening, even though she doesn't listen, she's listening and she's saying things, apparently. And she said she's not going to give any receipts, that I have to find them myself. So how am I supposed to find a receipt of something I didn't do?
Exactly. Think about it, Tony. Think
Like, she's one cat short of crazy.
Oh
She's
my.
got, Mr. Tony needs to keep her off YouTube, I think. You literally I almost threw up. That was disgusting. I talk about boogers. Well, I don't talk about boogers, but I talk about blowing my nose because my son broke my nose right here.
He broke
And
your
so,
nose?
yeah, he like hit me full force front and he broke my nose right here.
How
And
old was
so,
he?
it
How old?
was like a few months ago.
Oh my God.
It was not long ago. So I have a deviated septum. So I need to go get it fixed. Yeah, you can, my nose is not, see how big it is right there? Broke it right there. And like, I have a deviated septum. So I need to go get it. Yeah. So I can't breathe right because it's deviated. So I can't, yeah, it's all fucked up. But I don't really have downtime. And it's not, other than I can't really breathe well. So yeah. Yeah, that's something else I got to do. But I do talk about my nose. But I don't talk about boogers. I talk about blowing my nose because I do have to blow my nose a lot. Yeah, if you're going to accuse someone of something, provide receipts. Like, don't tell someone go find. You say something about me, and I got to go find the receipt. What the fuck's wrong? Like, that's dumb.
They say, yeah,
Well, the
I
thing
don't
she
know.
doesn't realize is nobody really believes her. Everyone's just placating her.
Of
So
course.
you keep going, girl.
I mean, she's crazy.
See, it's
Like
like
listening to a squeaky grocery cart.
it's just like listening to an asshole about venomous diarrhea. Ooh,
And
that took a lot to say.
I mean, poor Marilyn Monroe in the background. I mean, she's got to have emphysema by now.
I remember her saying once that she didn't smoke when her kids were young, and that she would even wash her hands before she like picked them up after smoking because she was so scared of the smoke. Yet she sits there and smokes cigarette after cigarette. It's just like how that house must smell. It must be horrific. Oh, red and blue are here. Hey, Pooh.
I love Red and Blue's chat the other day.
The song one, that was cool.
Yes. Yeah.
He played some. I always call Pooh a he. Pooh's probably a girl because most people on here, but I call Pooh a he because for some reason Pooh to me is masculine. I don't know why. I don't know why I call Pooh a he. Isn't that
Isn't
weird?
it amazing? Our minds make up what we think someone's going to sound or look like. And then,
Yeah.
like, you'll talk to them for a little while and then you'll see them and you're like, well, that's nothing like I was thinking.
It never is. It's always like the opposite of what you think, isn't it? I do that all the time. I'm just looking through chat. Yeah, I can't believe Michelle ate her boogers. That was disgusting.
Michelle's
Well,
a
she won't.
floater.
What?
What did you say?
Um,
Michelle's a
I think I said
floater
a booger. I don't know what I
or a
said.
booger?
Booger, probably booger. Oh, Nikita has something to say about Tony. Purple shouldn't have had no. She shouldn't we talked about this. She shouldn't have had her on she shouldn't have her on her panel now. Like she probably shouldn't have her on her panel this whole week. I mean, this whole week should just be
She's got
about
bigger
monkeys.
things to worry about than what some YouTuber says, in my opinion. I would,
I wish
let her be with her family.
I don't know why she's even yeah. Like why I would just be hunkered down with my family right now. I would not
I
be
feel
hanging out with
horrible for
YouTube
her.
people.
I feel horrible for her.
No, I can't. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine like that close.
Exactly.
I feel bad. So horribly bad. And I feel worse that she has to deal with fucks like this.
Exactly.
Like of all the people to hang out with, she's got Tony, the toxic tongue lasher, and Purple, who's playing her the. I'm sorry, as a creator, you got to vet something before you put it out there.
Of course.
I mean, even as a teacher, I used to teach. You look at something before you look
Well,
at anything.
I mean,
As any professional.
if you're going to play something about Monkey's Case, know what you're playing before you play it, especially when the mother is in chat or on the panel.
Yeah.
It's pretty, rule 101.
Was that someone coming into your house? I heard a door open.
No, it was my dog scratching like she was running.
Those little dogs make a lot of noise.
Yes.
Remember when people used to smoke in cars? Someone just put something about smoking.
Now, if you smoke in a car and you got kids in the car, they pull you over and ticket you.
Well, they should.
Good. Yes.
What did Magpie write? If you're my friend, because someone said mic drop. If you're my friend, you're not going to be on panel, drunk, on drugs, asleep, going through tragedy, unstable, etc., etc. Friends protect friends. Exactly.
That's right, Magpie. That's exactly right.
Exactly.
She needs a place of comfort right now. And, like I said, I would recommend just getting, the ones Brandy's closest with and just doing like private lives and stuff like that personally.
Well, I think someone likes the drama though.
Of course.
As much as and that's the thing, as much as they say they don't, clearly.
They would have to love it because they keep doing it.
Yes. I mean, you wouldn't go on for 6 weeks if you didn't love it. Exactly. Oh, she's probably loving that I'm actually talking about her now too. But
so you play stuff when you're alive, having never interviewed it first or responsible for the consequences. Don't blame others for your stupidity. Exactly, Stars. Exactly.
Well, Frank was up there last night. He was like moving his head funny and like scary.
Wow.
Like, why are people on there like that during this time? Sorry, I'm passing judgment. I'm being judgmental.
Well, I know, Stars. My heart literally breaks for Brandy.
I mean, and Brandy keeps saying, can everybody just love each other for a month? So clearly this isn't what she wants.
Of course.
It wouldn't be what anybody wanted, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Toni is still hurting. And I think Toni has a lot of work to do on herself. And she probably should get off YouTube and go get herself stable before she comes back. And probably her lashing out at us partially has to do with some misdirected something.
Mm-hmm.
If I was a psychiatrist, which I'm not, but I mean.
You can bank on a live later, of course.
Huh?
I'm
sure they'll be alive later. Yeah, because I've gotten 6 weeks of this with saying nothing. Imagine what's going to happen when I've actually said something. I mean,
yep.
like if you saw the video, like that was with me never having said a thing. So imagine with me actually having said something. But yeah, I really would wish better for Brandy. I can't imagine what she's going through. I can't. My nose is running today. See, I do have nose problems. But I can't imagine what she's going through. Oh, Nikki, I read your comment. I would agree with you blindly, but yeah, I can't imagine going through that, and then I can't imagine putting someone through that knowing what they're going through. If that makes sense. I don't know, I gotta blow my nose
again. Queen OG agreeing with me without reading my comment. No, she read your comment. Nikita. The pain. Of course, Stars, you have to have empathy for, if somebody doesn't have empathy for that, they're not human. Did he destroy her? Talking
He
about
did
Frank.
start going off on her.
Who? Frank?
It was, yeah. See, now I have to listen to all this because I'm waiting for Tony's little rant. But he went a little kooky. He started like shaking it. He was like, "Can I speak? Can I speak? Can," like he said it like 6 times. It was really kooky. He had his camera on, which he never does, and he was like shaking his head. He was like, and then he was like, "Can I speak? Can I speak?" Like said it like 6 times. It was like, "Oh my God, what's going on now?" And then Heidi made a joke, and she sounded like she was crying, but she wasn't. And he was like, "Are you crying?" And he was going to go off on her, and Purple dropped him, which I was surprised because usually she let him go, you know. But I don't know. Hey, Peaches. Oh, Peaches, did your aunt start yelling at you yet? I feel bad for Peaches. Peaches just wants to go somewhere and have fun. Peaches should go to beauty school. Peaches should be a cosmetologist.
Is that what she wants to do?
Well, I don't know, but she does really good makeup. I've seen her do makeup, and she's really good at it.
You should do it, Peaches.
Go to like cosmetology school. Yeah, it was last night. I was watching last night. Purple's agenda, bashing others, striking. Yeah. She started all that striking. I don't know. Purple, I've never done anything to Purple. I've never talked about Purple. Never, like, she's not in any of my videos. I've never done anything. She just is like a bandwagon jumper. She's just like, Heidi doesn't like her, so I'm going to not like her. Hope he doesn't like her, so
That's it.
she's like, he sent me an email too.
Yep.
She's a weirdo.
They send these emails and they strike and.
Have you ever struck anyone? No,
Never.
Probably.
Nope.
I don't think I would ever strike anyone either. What's the point?
I'm probably going to strike someone this week.
Ooh, it must be big then. Like, it must be real because you're not a striker.
Never struck anybody, but I'm probably.
Wow.
And she's probably going to get.
Who is it? Put him in the chat. My heart. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I won't tell anyone though. My heart absolutely breaks for Tony, but it doesn't give her the right. No, she calls Magpie Magho or Badge Pie. What you were Badge Pie too, weren't you? Sorry, you were Badge Pie, weren't you? But she oh yeah, I would do that too. Yeah, I get you.
Really vile.
I can see that. I've seen that before. But she says a lot of really bad things about Magpie too. Magpie, it like goes in and she's great. She goes in and tries to like write ships and tell people reality checks. She actually gets some stuff across every once in a while.
She really is good at that.
She is.
Does Buddy still have his channel?
Yeah. He's trying to get into drama to get because everyone kind of jumped ship because he was really like, wow, that was just like, and
Once he started with Kim, I was done with him.
Yeah. So and I think I popped in one time and he had like 2 people there. Like he was really doing nothing. But he's kind of tried to come into the drama. And he's starting to get some people, but he's just grabbing drama. I mean, it's not going to last. Yeah. Like he'll have lives, and he's like, "Open panel, talk about Bullhorn Betty."
Yeah. He doesn't even know who Bullhorn Betty really is.
People need to stop co-signing bullshit.
Yes.
Like that's part of the problem. Like somebody should say to Frank, unless you're obviously on your medication and not high or drunk, you're not coming on. And if you are, we'll like stop co-signing bullshit.
Right.
It's as simple as that. When Tony gets out of hand, call her on it. When Frank gets out of hand, call. Like everyone just lets people go because it's like drama, clicks and views, drama, clicks and views. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, don't be surprised when you have a crappy reputation. She is. Peaches should do makeup. She's really good at it. Oh. So I guess should we see what Tony's talking about? I guess she's live. I keep hearing about it.
You're mute.
Oh my gosh.
I'll check.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know, I have to say, I keep hearing her, and I hear this out of Purple all the time. All these problems that they have in their live streams with trolls and people, you know, rogue mods and all this crap, right? I never have had one single problem with anybody anywhere, ever. Like, if you don't create an environment of hate and crap, you don't get it. Like, I have never had a problem with trolls. I've never had a problem with mods. Like, it's like, you know, if something's going on and you got trolls saying something, you don't have to listen to it. I don't get all these, you know, you ruined my show. And it's not a show, by the way. That makes me mad too. Like, a show is like an opera or Muppets on Ice. It's something that you work on and you practice and you read, like, it's something creative. It's not just you stand up and you spout some shit into a microphone randomly. Like, it's not, I hate all you ruined my show. It's not a show. Trust me, that was not a show.
Oh, she was cussing at Jill just a minute ago.
Oh, is she live? I guess
Yeah.
I should check it out. All right, hold on. Here's the video. That was the video. See, I need to get back to doing more funny videos like that. That's what I like to do. I've been too caught up in drama stuff, and I don't like that. All right, let's see what's going on. Shout out to all the heartless. Kill it with kindness. Oh, Lordy. I'm not listening. I'm just looking at chat. Oh, I just heard 3 words. Someone's over medicated. I just know they're gonna be a problem. She's already wasted. So, oh, is she yelling at Joe because Joe was in here? I've never had those issues with her. Yeah, I've never had an issue with the well, you know what? I hate to tell you, but the rogue mod issues, it's all Tony. There was one time I think she might have been a little like, and she was admitting, I have it clipped. She was admitting all that she was the one blocking everybody. And I have it clipped. Like, she's the rogue mod. She does it just to like, and I think she does it and doesn't remember she's doing it or something. Oh, is Jill over there? Oh my God. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. Oh my God. Oh, oh, it's Wednesday. Thanksgiving's next week.
I know. I can't believe Thanksgiving is next week. I gotta
my best Christmas, I had all my shopping done by December 2nd.
Yeah, oh my God, I've never had my shopping done by December 23rd. Just kidding.
Well, you're a guy. There's something different with, like, guys don't do that, but I was on it, and I get really big into Elf on the Shelf, like really big.
Kids.
Yes. Like, they both still believe, even my 12-year-old, yes, he still believes. I don't know how, he still does.
Awesome.
But I tried to show pictures once, but I couldn't really show them good because they were on Instagram and it would have showed my name. But like, I make the most intricate little displays, like crazy intricate. Like, I did one, it was Ernie Elf's golf course, like Ernie Elf's golf course. And I took a little red cup, like the red Solo cups. It was like a miniature shot glass one. And I had a little like paper clip, and I put little mini marshmallows in there, like holding a thing of golf balls. Like, I get super crazy intricate in it. Like, I have ones that I spent like 8 hours making.
Oh my God.
It's insane. That's my whole December, Elf on the Shelf. That's all I do. Like, I don't know how I'm
Love it.
going to do YouTube and Elf on the Shelf at the same time.
You should record it.
Well, I have pictures of everything, but let's see. Oh, Colin's in here. Colin, he gets in trouble a lot. I know who Colin is. I heard he gets in trouble a lot.
You should do Elf on a Shelf ideas and stuff like that, and while you're putting it together.
I think I'm going to have to make videos of it while I'm doing it.
That's what I'm saying. People would love that.
Oh my God, I get crazy. I sew things. I made a shoot. I love you, we love the little Star Wars little guy.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
I have no idea.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, Baby
I had a
Yoda,
Baby
gotcha.
Yoda, and I made an outfit for Baby Yoda. I actually sewed an outfit for Baby Yoda. I did a Bob Ross one, and I made a Bob Ross wig for the elf. Like, I go crazy.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, you know
Oh
who
my
he was?
God. Of course, the painter. Yeah.
I did a whole Bob Ross one. I'll send it to you. It was great.
Oh my God. Everybody watched that growing up.
When I had my second son, I would breastfeed him, and it was always at the same time Bob Ross was on.
And you're like, how does he do that?
It was awesome. It was always at like 3 a.m. and like Bob Ross was on the certain channel always at 3 a.m. It was awesome.
That's amazing.
Yes, I don't consider this drama. We're just having a conversation. It's not really drama. I mean, Justice for All, did you know ICU is the best? She always has my back in your chat, so I don't get blocked.
She is the best.
She is the best.
She is the best.
Oh. All right, what time is it? Oh, it's 2:15.
2 hours and 11 minutes.
Yes.
It wasn't, he wasn't really too hard on her or anything, but just, I mean, we can be if we need to be, I guess. If she wants to
I can be. Trust me, I can be a mean girl.
If she wants to continue, but I would rather it just stop and move on.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? So, Tony, we know you're listening. If you would like, since we know you're wrong about everything, maybe you could just like zip it and go after someone else, because we're bored. But we can keep talking if you want to keep talking, and we can actually get mean. I can actually be a mean girl. Trust me. You know what she really doesn't like about me? My condescending voice.
Really?
She hates that voice. They're like, oh, did you think that you were pretty too and that I was jealous of you? Oh, that's so nice of you. Thanks. She hates that voice. And that is a bitchy voice. Like, my God, if someone talked to me like that, I would want to slap the crap out of them. I mean, that's just a voice right there. But
what character do you call her?
I don't know. I don't know. She doesn't have one. But that is I don't know. Is that like a teacher? I don't know. It's a big put down voice. You have the same ringtone as me. And every time I'm watching you and your phone rings, I always think it's my phone.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
And your phone just rang, and I was like, or got a message or whatever.
My phone is always going off.
She says I talk down to other women, and that's the talk down voice. That's the oh, you thought I was jealous of you. That's so sweet. I'm a whore, aren't I? Yeah. Takes one to know one. Love ya. That's the talk down voice. She should be a character. See there, mine just went. Ring Central. What's Ring Central?
No idea.
That's a phone company, isn't it? Get a call from that.
I don't know.
So you should just get unrestricted calls during this time period.
I think you need to market
the only
that
reason
character.
I just heard someone thought you were someone else and you got in trouble, Colin. I don't really know anything about Colin. I just heard he got in trouble for something, but it wasn't him. Someone was spoofing him. That's what I heard. Bob Ross helped me. Aw, I love Bob Ross. All right. Well, I
I
think.
like him and Mr. Rogers too.
Oh, I love Mr. Rogers. Oh,
They were good guys.
I think I've had my say. What about you?
Okay. Thank you, dear.
I gotta go get my kiddo soon. Tony, zip it. Shut up. We're tired of you. Go away.
Just be good, and so we don't have to talk about you anymore.
Yes. Well, thanks for coming up and helping me drag her.
Of course. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
See you guys
Bye,
later. I'll be live
everybody.
later. Bye.
Yes. Okay. Well, see ya.
Bye.